And welcome back to Music Freak Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is a beautiful Saturday morning, and we're going to get into all sorts of Redstone today. It's too early for Redstone, but we're doing Redstone because it needs to get done. So let's jump into some Create Mod here, and let's see what we can do to make this factory happen. Also, I had to change my mouse this morning, unfortunately. Because the Logitech software just flipped out, and my happy little Logitech mouse I've been using just sort of forgot how buttons work. Hey, Carp, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. So, anyway, I'm using this El Cheapo Lenovo mouse that came with my computer, or somebody's computer, something. But it works, but I don't have any of my I don't have any extra buttons for hotkeys on it, so we're gonna have some weirdness with it, but that's okay. That's okay. Right now, I need to figure out some redstone. So it's hopefully won't need to worry about that too much. Anyway, hope y'all are doing okay this morning. Right, so we're gonna change out this. Before I do that, let's put all of this into don't broadcast mode for a minute. All right. I can right click on things, right? Okay, yes. That would have been really annoying. It's like, hi, I don't get to even click on things. This is stupid. Anyway, so what I need to do is I need to solve a problem. Okay. The problem is I have items that come into each of these things. Chocolate, caramel, butterscotch, all the good stuff. Toffee. And when they get run through the slicer to get chips, I end up with 8 chips instead of 1 block of chocolate or 1 whatever, okay? That's fine, okay? It works. It's great. It's exciting. But I'm feeding them into an ordering system here, right? Okay. Now we know where Snoopers is going to stand. We order them or put one thing of chips in. So we get 8 chips into the mixer. I need 8 bits of dough coming out of here. So that means I have to drop 8 of those things. Yeah, it's going to be weird, okay? There's just no getting around it. There's going to be weirdness happening here, and maybe I'll figure it out. At least that's the plan. So let's get to the figuring and stuff. And yeah, I don't know why I'm feeling like ultra tired this morning, but I am. So yeah, we're going to enjoy this, I'm sure. Now, what I had set up is we were playing with things on Thursday. We ran into a little bit of an issue where I tried to solve this with a redstone burnout clock, which does give 8 ticks, so it worked out great, but it didn't work with like the berries and stuff. So if I'm going to be 8 ticking right all of this to get dough, I need to have enough berries that come through for berry cookies. Hi, good morning, Sprite. I hope you're having a fabulous day. And so, yeah. So we get to figure out this whole mess, and it's going to be a thing. All right, so for now, let's just take that off. Okay. So for now, everything is set, I guess. So how do I want to do this? This is a question I do not have the answers to. Also, I guess no one should be surprised at this point that I have inventory space issues. Is anybody surprised that I have inventory space issues? If you are, welcome to the channel. I'm Pearl Stalker, and it's great to have you here. Okay. Put the sugar dough in there. All right. So let's see what fun we can have here. I'm sure something is going to happen. All right, so clock. So what I'm thinking of doing here is, okay, be sure I build this out facing the right way, okay? Let's try this way. Doesn't matter, probably not. Okay. All right, so next thing we're going to need... Oh, I've got dirt here. That'll work. 8 of those things. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to set up a counter. Okay? So basically, when the order comes in, we are going to get 8 items into this dropper. And what I'm going to need to do then is read those items. Oh, hey, I guess I'm going to need a comparator. Okay. And let's see what we can do about that. I don't think I have... Oh, I do have some comparator manufacturing stuff available here with me, perhaps. It's tiring. Wow, look at all the spammers over on Kick. Get to work out that ban button. All right. Today, we are going to be crafting the thing. It's going to be great and fun. All right. So I think the way I want to do this is we'll take a comparator. So we'll have the signal reading off of this, okay? And then let's go ahead. Put this here. Yeah, all of this is going to have to go. Okay. We'll worry about the signals and stuff later. Okay. So this will go here. And then, now what do we do? I don't know. Will I do something? Probably. Okay. He's good. All right, so basically what I want to do is we're going to set up a clock here, okay? Now, so we'll get a clock going this way, and I think I want a repeater here, right? So the idea is that under normal operation, right, you set up something like this, and you get this clock, and then when you spit this over here, or onto just something so you can power this thing, right? This will spit out, but right now it's going to the hopper, so it's all jumping back in. Okay. So maybe what I should do, while this is going, I need another comparator coming off. Oops, this way. It's going this way. We all know what's going on. It's totally a thing. All the stuff is happening. You know it. I know it. We're going to come off of this. And I think what I want to do is we will get a redstone torch. Okay, the redstone torches. I absolutely saw What's Snoopers hanging out there at the end? Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so basically, while there's stuff in there, I want to lock this. All right, logic. I'm gonna be. My contraption is gonna be foiled because of logic. Because I totally remember how logic works. Okay. So I need this repeater here. So it doesn't matter how many items are in this. It's going to read off and it's going to do stuff. I need this repeater here so I don't create a clock. I just need to lock this hopper while there's stuff in here. Okay? And that's just peachy. All right, so basically, this is going to go here. Now, I think I want to slow this clock way down. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder how that is getting power. Like, it goes to 0. I don't know. That's just weird. Okay, anyway. I have to stop thinking because then I have thoughts and I'm not sure I'm okay with that today. All right. So basically, this is going to run. It's going to spit out 8 things into this hopper and then it should be done. So let's see how that works. Right? It's clicks, click, 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 done. Oh, except, right, because this hopper keeps getting unlocked, so, right. I don't know what I'm going to do here. This is not right. Okay. Cool. Let's just pop that out. We'll let all of this drop back into there. All right. Cool. Logic is a thing that I do not have. It's going to be great. Excuse me. Allergies kicked my butt this morning. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's the fact that I had to take a antihistamine and now I'm just like, woo! I can see shapes and smells. It's a thing. All right, so while this... Oh, what if I do a toggle? Hang on, let's see. I might actually have a toggle over here, which would involve a thing. Oh, and apparently a cake. There. We'll cake over here. Let's go over this way and see. All right. Do I have a toggle-y switchy dealy bob here? I don't think so. All right, so if I want to craft a toggle. Okay. Stone plus lever plus redstone torch. Okay. Turns out I think I have all of those things. So let's craft a thing. All right. Actually, you know what I might... This might be the wrong thing. I do still need the comparator here. All right. And then we will slap down our toggle. Okay. And then this will go... it's probably the same signal strength coming out the other side of it, right? Oh, no. All right. Cool. All right, so I think what we're going to end up doing is having a a flip-flop here. At least that's the idea. I think I could do this with a copper bulb were I in the right level of Minecraft. Honestly, I don't even know if I have copper bulbs in this world. No, I don't. Okay, but that's fine. We have ourselves a toggle here, so that should work. That should be fine. So this will go, and let's see what happens then if I were to power this guy. Okay. All right, so that goes empty. Okay, which is fine. And then what I need to do then is let's get a button. I had buttons. Did I put the buttons in here? Or did I just throw them out? Honestly, I could easily see myself throwing them out. It's that kind of thing. Okay. Well, that's not how that works. Come here. Do I have to power? Oh, I might actually have to send the power through this. So basically what I'm going to have to do is, let's do it this way. Let's do it. I don't know if I want to do it this way. This is silly. Anyway, this is all popping back in. We'll worry about that in a little bit. But, okay, so this is back to doing that sort of thing. All right. If that gets flipped, then this gets locked. Right, and it counts to 8, and then we're done. This is just weird. Okay. So weird. There is weirdness, and I'm not entirely sure I'm on board with this. Because I really don't want to set up 8 slicers or 6 slicers and then just do all of the stuff. I mean, I could do the slicers and they come out here and then we do the thing, but I don't want to. I am making things more complicated and less complicated perhaps at the same time. Now, this would be simpler, but a pain. This will be a pain, but more complicated. So we're going to go for complicated pain because, darn it, I'm all about the complicated pain today. And that's where we're at. Sorry, we are absolutely all about the complicated pain today. All right. So, all right, so this is locked. So basically what I'm going to have to do is, all right, hang on. I need to think, and thinking is hard. I know there's a way to do this. I've built counters before. Heck, I built a counter over here. It's completely different, but I've built one. Right? This guy right here, it exists. It's broken, but darn it, it exists. So, but yes, I did this sort of thing where I locked the hopper in this way. And then a thing happened. I don't know how this works anymore. I have to fix it, and I don't even know how it works anymore. So we'll just keep moving on. But that really is, I think, going to be something. Okay. All right, so let's just turn this off for a minute so I don't get it dropping stuff everywhere. Do I have? I don't think I have any redstone blocks made up. Okay, that's fine. I know how to craft them. Turns out it's not that hard. All right, so that will go there. And then I can take a sticky piston here. So basically the way this is going to work, perhaps, is we'll lock this, we'll do a thing, and then we'll unlock it and feed everything back in. Okay. Yeah, no, this is totally going to be a thing that I can do. All right, so the idea is oh wait, this is going to be weird. All right, weirdness is happening, and my mind is not comprehending any of the weirdness. You know, it's a day for weirdness and comprehension. I'm in the wrong stream. I'm totally out of it. Okay. So basically, we need to drain everything in here. Wait till it's all in. And then chunk this. Or, oh, you know what? Target blocks. Oops, there's my pickaxe. Okay. Target blocks are totally a thing that are movable by pistons. Okay. Let's see. I think I have some hay bales in here somewhere. If not, I have enough wheat to make a hay bale. So much wheat. All right, that's fine. We'll just craft ye old hay bale. And we'll now craft a target block. Okay. All right, so if I put this target block here, redstone will connect to that. And so what I can do is I can move it up or down or whatever, but side to side or any direction I want this to go, I can make it go there. All right, so let's see. I used my lever, so I have to get a few more. All right, so the idea is that this can pull away, right, if we have items in there. Okay, hang on. We're losing it. We're losing our minds. It's okay. At least we have a bunch of cookie dough, so we got that working for us. Okay. All right, so this is going to clock, right? But it's not going to do anything until this chugs over. Okay, except, okay, and then it stops. I need this clock to not run, is what it is. Okay. All right, we'll get there. Basically, I only want this clock to run. Oh, let's do it this way. Hang on. We're losing our minds. Okay, so if there's stuff in here. Okay, we will need to do this whole locking hopper trick. Because we need everything to stop until we're ready. Okay, but right now, this dropper is going to do stuff, right? Okay, but now it can't do anything because the circuit's broken, right? The redstone signal is not making its way around, so everything is great. All right. Cool. All right, so All right. So basically, we need this. We need to load stuff in here. We need to wait until it's fully loaded. And then we trigger this. Okay, and when we trigger this to count, this needs to be locked. Okay. And then it needs to stay locked until I hit the button to unleash the beast. Right? Because the beast could be a horrible, agonizing kraken set to destroy the city, or it could be my redstone. And one of those things is actually probably dangerous, and I'm not entirely sure it's the beast, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. The kraken might be safer than my redstone. Okay, these are facts. Okay, these are raw facts here, people. Just like the cookie dough, it's totally raw. Okay. Good morning, Snoopers. So apparently Sprite has decided that you need to be here catching extra cookies, catching all the raw cookie dough. So we're good. So how you doing, Snoopers? I hope you're having a glorious and wonderful day. So I need a pulsar dealy bob. How did I know it was Sprite? Because Sprite confessed. Or maybe it was you. I don't know. Okay, now I'm confused. Let's find out. Snooper said, oh, it doesn't say who it was killed by. Which means it was probably Sprite who spawned it in. Give player head or something. In any case, you're over there ready to catch cookie dough. Oh, okay. All right, so where am I at as far as logic? I'm lacking therein, I think, is where I'm at. Okay, so... Oh, you never said it was you. Just asked if I saw it. I did see it, so maybe it is Snoopers. In any case, Snoopers is set. We're ready to collect all the things. Oh, sorry. I am so out of it this morning. I don't get it. This is definitely not a day for me to be doing, logic and redstone. But I need to do this so we can have cookies. This is important. Cookies are important. It may have been a team effort. All right, that's fair. That is perfectly fair. All right. So what I need is a pulse dealy bob. Okay, so create adds a couple of things here. There's a pulse extender and a pulse repeater. I think it's actually the repeater that I want. Okay. But maybe not. Maybe it's the pulse extender that I want. It's a question of where it basically, both of them introduce a delay. It's just a matter of where I want that delay to sit. All right, so if I want a pulse extender, it's brass sheets and torches and stuff. Okay. Well, I have torches. I have, do I have sheets? Well then, am I out of brass sheets? I might be out of brass sheets. Why am I out of brass sheets? What silly goose let me get out of brass sheets? Fiddle-dee-dee. All right. I guess, let's see, do I have a brass block here? No, I've got 3 block. Oh, I do have, there we go. All right, hang on. We must go sheets. Okay, wait a minute. That sounds really bad. We must go make sheets. We must press the sheets and they'll be all flat and stuff. Okay, no, that totally made all the sense. Yeah, no, you're right. It's not getting better. There's nothing getting better about this. It's just. So we're gonna just come over here and make this do the brass sheets. If you have brass sheets, maybe you should look to your diet. Okay. Something might be wrong. Okay, this is a family-friendly channel, you can tell by all the family friendliness happening here at the moment. Yeah. So much of it. Okie schmoky. So, let's get back here and let's get the thing. I cannot eat raw cookie dough, apparently. This seems like a massive oversight. Okay. They're gonna make me actually bake the cookies. I can't just eat the raw dough. It's all right. Chicken sandwich is probably healthier for me. Okay. Yeah, definitely need a feature request. Must eat raw cookie dough. All right, so what I'm going to need here then is not the latch. Okay, let's actually create the pulsey dealy bob. Okay, pulsey dealy bob. Okay, pulse extender. That's what I need. Okay, so basically, what needs to happen is we're going to set. Okay. We're going to set this for, I don't know, 10 seconds? Probably not that many. But actually, it would probably make more sense to use ticks. But that's okay. That's not going to power the thing. Okay. So that goes in there. Let's go that there. 6, 7, 8, right? And now it's done. Hey, Dolly, how's it going over there on the YouTubes? What am I making? I am making a cookie factory. Actually, right now I'm making a timer for my cookie factory, but I am making a cookie factory. In fact, that could probably shorten up a little bit. Okay, but and then I might need to do a latch and do a bunch of things. But so I've got a factory here that makes, at the moment, raw cookie dough. Yeah, no, not for TNT today. No, so it's because what I need to do is actually a counter. So when I order like caramel, I need to run it through the slicer so I get caramel chips. But I get 8 caramel chips per item here. And then do Oppenheimer, not so much. Also, this is a family-friendly stream, so keep language clean, please. But anyway, so what I need to do is dump out 8 of these things so I can make the dough to mix in with the chips, and then we're fine. But I need 8 of them. This is how this is going to work. And I'm dealing with the fact that I can't think well enough to do this stuff because I'm annoyingly tired this morning. All right, so basically, while this is doing its thing, I think I need to not this. Okay. I might have this backwards, but I don't know why I'm tired, Snoopers. I'm just... I woke up. That's the reason I'm tired. I woke up and I don't think I was ready for that. Honestly, it's a traumatic experience waking up, and I'm just here and kind of falling over. And or I took an antihistamine, and that's just a thing. Anyway, it's fine. But whatever it is, I need these two reversed. So when this guy has power, lock and load that. Okay? Or actually, no. No. That's... Okay, yeah, so this needs to not be locked. Those need to be the same. Okay. All right, so that'll all go in here. And then when it's done, I need to unleash this. Okay. Yeah, and this is where the latch comes in. Okay. I think. All right, so now this should have 8 things in it. This is a thing, and I'm going to sleep. Oh, yeah, You've lost that redstone feeling. Oh, that redstone feeling. Okay. All right, so now we're set. So huh? I don't know what this is doing, but this is crazy. You know why you're tired. Okay, that's fair. Oh, too close to finishing a book. Yes, I have been there many, many times. Uh-huh. Okay. So I think we've got... We have the beginnings of things. If I could just figure out how to make it happen correctly, we should be fine. So I think what I need to do, I might have to make another one of these switches. Okay. But the idea is I will hit a button, and that will lock this. Right. It's there will be locking. Locking will in fact happen. I may have to move that, but so I'll hit a button up there, and that will pull this back while that goes and does its thing. And then it needs to lock itself up tight again. All right. There's a lot of anding going on here, and now I'm confused. It's okay. It's okay. Just because I have no clue doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. Okay? This is how this goes. Okay? There's a lack of clue, and I have it. Okay. No, we're going to be good. It's going to be great. So was it a good book, Snoopers? I hope so. I ran into that the other day. I had to finish up Everyone Wants to Rule the World Except Me, and it was fun. Okay, that's the thing. Okay. Sounds like it wasn't good, but that's where we're going today. You hoped it would be good at the end. Okay, that's fair. Oh, I think I'm thinking, therefore I might possibly be. All right, so when this gets stuff in it, that goes and things go clicky clicky, okay? And while it has stuff in it, I need this to be here. Okay. Until that's done. That's great. And then this needs to be locked. All right. All right. Well, that's... I now have the world's slowest... Well, okay, it's not. It's like a 10-second clock. But... Okay. So basically... Oh, this would actually be a regular repeater. Whoa, hang on. I have now killed the game. This repeater was too much for Minecraft, and this is where we're going. Okay. All right, so I think at the very least, this is going to need a longer pulse on that so that when stuff is in there, let's go ahead and undo that. Okay. Or am I backwards? I think I'm backwards. Would not be the first time I'm backwards. Will not be the last that I'm backwards. I am backwards a lot. It's me and Captain Peter Wrong Way Peach Fuzz. Okay, so let's... Any of you remember Captain Peach Fuzz from Rocky and Bullwinkle? Okay. All right, let's set this up to, I don't know, 10 ticks might be enough. Okay. So we lock that. All right. Cool. So, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. It's okay. We're fine. So now this will go and lock until the thing. So basically what I need to do, I think, because I need this to drain into the dropper. This will count 8 times. Do you remember Rocky and Bullwinkle? Yeah, there was an episode or a series, right, where they ran into Captain Peter Wrong Way Peach Fuzz, and it was fun. I don't know if they actually had the guy. I'm blanking on his name. Rather famous comic actor. He was in he was in what was it? Mary Poppins as the guy who was holding the tea party on the ceiling. And the writers were, let's just say they were, yeah, they were having some extra party times. All right. So if this goes off, okay, this is going to have to be longer, I think. Wow. Nope. Let's say 10 seconds. Okay. All right, so that's empty. This is a thing, and okay. Okay, we'll worry about that toggle. Okay, so this is the we're waiting to do stuff state, okay? I press a button that will flip this switch. And oh yeah, everything is great. Oh yeah, I totally know what I'm doing. Yeah. Oh no, we're great. Everything is great. We're totally, there is greatness happening here. I am full of greatness. Okay. And then this needs to stay locked until... Okay. Yeah, because that... I don't know if I need a timer on this one or if I can just hit it with the repeaters. 1, go. All right. All right, this might be okay. Hang on, I might be okay. Am I okay? Maybe. That's the wrong block. I blocked the wrong pick. Okay. All right, so now this has 8 things in it. Okay, go me. All right. Sprite is here to inspect the redstone, so we're totally in inspector mode. All right. So that the idea here is, oh, and I think this is where I'm going to need the pulse extender. Okay, so we shall pulse extend right here. And this will pulse extend for, I don't know, 10 minutes. That's what we need. Yeah, the redstone is red and sparkly. Yeah, that's about it. So we are going to be flipping and flopping all over the place. I actually have no idea if this is going to work. So the idea is I'm going to hit a button. Okay. That button will flip this, which pulls back the redstone, and all of these items drain into our dropper. Okay. Cool. The dropper will start getting things. I need this to wait until this is empty. Okay, so that I can do. I just need to do this differently. Oops, hey, you know what's really cool? Using a pickaxe to break blocks. All right. So while this is empty... Okay. No, this is all going to make sense. Says the guy who's not positive it's going to actually make sense. It's fine. Okay. This is the song that never ends. All right, so while that is empty, I can... All right, so I'm going to have to pull off a full signal here. Okay. Hang on. Because I could just pop this off of... No, I need this to stop, so we need to go to here. Okay. With a sticky piston here that we can make happy. Okay. So we need a repeater because I need full signal off of this, even if there's nothing in it. Or if there's only one thing in it, actually, because... Okay. So if this has stuff in it, or if this is... I need this to turn this on while this is empty, which means I need to invert this signal. So that goeth there, and that goeth there. And now we goeth nowhere. Okay? We are full of no's and where's, which I am okay with because noses are cool. Without noses, you couldn't smell things like delicious banana bread. No, I'm going to have to do that out here. It was really funny. I woke up in the middle of the night a while ago, and this is typical for me. I often wake up in the middle of the night because I have to go to the bathroom and stuff, because I drink a lot of water. And I woke up that night, and the house smelled like banana bread, because it turns out my daughter was making banana bread at midnight. That's just how this went. And yeah, it was great. And it was good banana bread, so, you know. All right, so the idea is You know what's funny for you? Uh-oh. I'm almost afraid to ask. Probably a stream joke. No, stream jokes aren't funny. I've seen them. They're not funny. They could be funny, but they're not. Oh, this might be an issue for that. Oh, scrolling through YouTube Shorts. That's speaking of things that aren't funny. Yeah. Okay, so what I might have to do is change some things here, but that's okay. It's okay. I can make all of that work. All right, so let's not worry about that. So, yeah, so when you throw those bananas away, you're not going to make banana bread. Yes, well, in this case, we totally were going to make banana bread. I have people in my house who bake, so yeah. I've had this. This was a case of the bananas weren't going bad. They just, you laughed and threw those brown bananas away. Yes. No, in this case, it was the bananas hadn't gone bad because they were old. It's just they had managed to get scrunched a little bit when we brought them home from the store. And so they were a little mushy. So, oh, stream joke. All right. Sign language? Oh, what's the least spoken language in the world? Sign language. I don't know why that's split into two, but okay. Timing. Timing is a thing. Yeah, but yes, okay. But that is fun. I can go with that. Oh, there we go. Snoopers is dropping the theme change. This is brand new, by the way. It's now an option for people to change the color of my themes. So, like the box here and lots of other things. It's fun. So now I'm yellow for a while. I are yeller. And something says that you want to be yeller too. All right. So I think I'm going to need to move this, but for the yellow's a song that was in your head all day. Okay. Oh, was that? I think I know that one because I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and yeah, I know that one. I can't sing it. Coldplay. Yep. That's the one I'm thinking of. Okay. Say yellow. All right, so this is going to need to drain. Basically, this has to go long enough to be sure this is unlocked, probably. Okay. Hang on, let me just double check this logic. So the idea is this flips. We get stuff in here. And oh. Oh. Well. Cheese monkeys. All right. We can make this magic happen. It's fine. I kind of know what's happening here. Okay. And then this comes out this way. And this goes here. No. This is a repeater here. There we go. Oh, I'll tell you. I listened to I'm Blue so many times. So many times. I think this is going to have to be a target block. I'm blue. Bow, bow. It's not how it goes, but that's what we're doing. Okay. There was another one that I heard. Okay, so actually I probably could move this over. All right, so that goes there. And then this can all come out. We'll get this going. This needs to be the repeater. This will be the target block. This will be redstone. Have you never seen or heard Blue by Eiffel 30 or Eiffel 65? Ah, okay, so that should go, and that should go. It goeth not. Okay. Okay, okay. That is perfectly valid, to be honest. Ah, there we go. Okay. And then this should be... Okay, and then... Well, other than the fact this isn't doing what I wanted to do, it's cool. All right, hang on. Lock, my friends. Locked. Locked. You've been happily ignorant. I did find a really nice cover. Yeah, basically a remake of Blue that was I'm Good. But be careful which version of the song you listen to. There's one that is clean radio edit and one that is distinctly not. And you definitely want to be sure you've got the right version. Oops. Redstone shark. Redstone sucks. Redstone sucks. Redstone sucks. Okay, so... All right, so what I need to do is a thing where that stays on while this is empty for longer. Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this in place. We're going to set it to 10 ticks, maybe? We'll just extend this pulse so this stays on. Because while this is empty... Yeah, okay. Oh, Mambo number 5. Yeah, no, that's a song that doesn't need to be in anybody's head. Yeah, it's my redstone oozing. Yes. My redstone is oozing all over the place. It is, honestly, I should probably see a doctor about it because I've got this sort of redstone ooze that's just happening. And it's just, it's kind of itches a little bit. And I'm not at all happy with this whole redstone oozing situation. You know, and I tried things like, you know, rubbing vitamins on them. That didn't help. Even with the bottle just kind of spread the ooze all over. It wasn't good. I probably should see something about that. But yes, I do have there's a button here that the redstone is connected to. All right, so now, basically the idea is when this hopper is empty, then this will jump over. This clock will complete. Okay. And it'll chunk the number of times that stuff is in here. And then it should turn off. Then the clock should turn off. It's okay. Okay. Yeah, actually, Mumble number 5 has a good beat. It's got a maybe not great message, but it's got a great beat. But hey, my logic circuit is totally and completely broken. I need this. Okay. I have a weird circular dependency. I need this to be locked while there's stuff in here. which this circuit does not do. But while there's stuff in here, this needs to go do the thing. So okay, so while there's stuff in here, we lock the lock. Okay? And this is where I probably need to and this is where we toggle. Okay. All right. This is where we toggle. This is where we toggle. Oh. Hanson's Bop. Yeah, okay. I get... Oh, I'm purple now. Sprite, I did add an alias to that command, so if you feel like adding extraneous hues to color, it will respond. Okay. So I might need to reverse this switch, but the idea is this will go right, and I might have to do some other extension nonsense here, but okay, he's good. Okay, so you go, you drain. Okay. Other than the fact that this didn't work, we're doing great. Oh, like I said, I may have had to flip that. Okay. Yes, all of you happy, you know, people who speak the Queen's or King's English now, I guess it is, can do things. Okay. Congratulations on being able to do things. All right. And go. All right, we drop 8 things in there. Okay, other than the fact that this didn't happen, we're totally cool. All right, so we are going to have to and this nonsense. Or something. All right, hang on. You lock. Dooby 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 doo. I am watching Scooby-Doo. All right. I believe I have now created more nonsense than the world has ever seen before and may ever see again. Okay. Okay, this is good. We're fine. All right, and go. Okay. Or, you know, don't go. You'll never judge anyone's redstone. That's fair. And go. Or, you know, don't go. Do I have a repeater? I do not have a repeater. Well, that's just silliness. All right. Redstone torches. We are crafting the repeaters. This is fun. It's exciting. We know what we're doing. We're totally... Okay. Just make sure the signal only goes in one direction. And that's how you know you're beautiful. Is when your redstone only goes in one direction. Okay? And I've loved this since, you know, we were 18 or something. Yes, I okay. Go. All right. My logic has failed again. All right. No, we're good. The server hasn't crashed yet. We're okay. We're fine. It's my on-off switch I might have to do something about. But okay, so yeah, while this has stuff in it, we locky the hoppy. And that's fine. Honestly, I think this works. So let's just take this out for a minute. Or turn it off for now. I can't turn it off because that's in the way. All right. So basically, yeah, that's not going to work. All right, hang on. Hang on. I make fix. I make not fix. Okay. All right. So this drains in. And now we make our clock. Okay, so now you do the thing. Okay, cool. So basically what I need to do is if I were to, I push button, this drains, and now we do the thing where this is all backwards again. Okay, cool. All right, so basically I have a circuit that works as long as I don't start it. Okay? That's the... As long as I don't start the server, the clock, this works great. Okay? We are... This is where we're at now. Okay, so yeah. I can... We're fine. We can do this. We're full of fineness and stuff. Okay. We're gonna soak in our beliefs of the redstone. All right. But no, in all seriousness, if I... This actually doesn't need to be there. So I think I actually need an ore. I have to figure out how to do that. I'm going to have to run to the bathroom real quick for a quick bio break because I just realized I forgot to go before stream and now my bladder is saying, thou shalt pee. So I'm going to go do that real quick and then we're going to come back and beat our head against this redstone a bit more because that's the thing. So I will be back in a moment. I felt like I had something in my eye. Oh, speaking of having something in your eye, you are awesome and amazing. Also, you can get awesome and amazing merch at musicfreegaming.com. Check it out. Anyway, with that awkward segue out of the way, and seriously, has anyone been on a segue and not been awkward? No, I think awkwardness just comes with segues. Okay? It's just part and parcel to the whole segue gig. It's just general awkwardness. Okay, I think I'm back. And I think I remember to unmute my mic, so we got that going for us. All right. I had a crazy idea, okay? That hopper is going away. All right. We're going to set up another dropper here, okay? This dropper will have our 8 things in it. Okay. Because, you know, things. We're gonna do the thing. It's gonna be a... Alright, so we need to now... To me, a Mario. Okay. Cool. So we have our dropper. It's got stuff in it. Okay. Dropper doeth nothing. Okay. This dropper will do nothing until we tell it to do something. Okay. Which is how this is going to work. So what I'm going to need to do is let's do this. We're going to put a block there. This is all going to come out and change. Okay. And I do believe we still need to knot that, so. Knots the gumdrop buttons. All right. So while there's stuff in here, nope, actually that should not be knotted. It's not. Thou goeth there. Is that right? While there is, oh no, it is correct. This needs to be that way. And in fact, this probably, oh, because it's got the timer on it. That's why. We'll give it a few ticks. So basically, yeah, not bogus. It's not triumphant. Okay. So basically, while there's nothing in here, right, we take the stuff out. We give it a whole lot of nothing. This extends so that this clock will run. Okay. Which is the deal. And then this will throw a bunch of stuff in here, right? So this clock will run eventually. Okay, yeah, this is going to have to be longer. Okay, well, we'll give it a 10-second. There might be a better way of doing this. Almost certainly a better way of doing this. Okay. So the reason I'm thinking droppers, okay, is that I can better control a dropper, okay? So this guy is sitting here with 8 things in it, waiting to spit them into this, okay? We're going to spit a dirt into this, and that will start this clock going. With a hopper, I can stop it from going by, locking the hopper, but it makes it really hard to start. But what I can do is basically, I'm going to need a timer. And I think that's where a pulse repeater is going to come in. Because I think I'm going to need to delay this. But the idea is that what I can do is I can take a button, like this button, for example. This is a good button. And when I hit it, it will trigger a thing to go into here. Yeah. Right, that's the idea. You go. Are you powered? What's the dealio, my friend? Why do you not do what you should be doing? Okay. Okay. Right, so it spits into here. Right, so basically what I need it to do is start this clock, or start a clock here potentially, that dumps all of those 8 things in there. Because then eventually, after about 10 seconds of something, so the target blocks, they basically power the the thing. This actually probably doesn't need to be a, or it does need to be a target block. See, target blocks are cool. So most blocks, like if I were to put this block here, right, the smooth stone next to the redstone doesn't connect to it. So I don't get any redstone power into this block. But a target block, you see how the redstone points into it? That's what the target block does, is it actually connects redstone. So the signal will come in here. So what happens is when this piston extends and fills this space, this redstone will connect to it, allowing the signal to come through, create the clock here to empty the dropper, and to, and the redstone goes into this target block, which actually powers the dropper and lets it do its clicky clicky. Now, I think this might have to be a little bit longer, but yeah, so this is the idea, is that when so what does the redstone dust do to the comparator on the side? So comparators are magical devices full of deep mysteries that I only know the barest amount of. But a comparator compares, okay? It's kind of what it's in the name. So what it does is it takes a look and see what's in this thing that I'm looking at. And then the redstone signal coming in from the side determines what signal gets spit out the back, okay? So right now it sees there's nothing in this. But if there were items in here, yeah, no, actually the dust is essential, because what happens is we get a signal that comes through here, and because it's different from the comparator, it triggers the dealy bob. I don't remember the full details of why this clock works, but that's the idea, is the comparator compares this signal to this signal. And I think because this will be stronger than what it gets out of here, it turns off this comparator, or it turns it on or something, but that's what triggers the clock. So when I take these 8 dirt in here, right, that causes all of this to go flashy, flashy. Okay, which is really cool. See, and that gave me 8 pulses, which I'm going to need to pulse out these 8 flour and sugar and stuff, so I can make all of the dough to match all of my chips. Okay, so this is cool. But what I'm doing on this side is, yes, I could use a hopper. Well, that's what I was using. I was using a hopper to feed those items into this dropper to go. But I need the hopper to not hopper. I need it to stop putting items in while the clock is running. Because what happens here is, because I've got 8 items, right? We put the 8 items in. All right. 8 items go in. So that will pulse 8 times. And then we're done. Okay? Awesome. The trick right now, right, is I need to get all of those 8 items into here without spitting them back out. Yeah, so Sprite, I had that same thought. It's actually not easier, because I've got the 8, everything comes through here, and I have to spit out 1 and then figure out how to, when the thing is empty. And so unfortunately, it's not quite as easy as I would like. I had thought about, now, what would be easier from a redstone perspective, but messier from a create mod perspective, especially given the way I have things set up right now. would be to just feed all of these into droppers with 6 slicers and just do it that way. Unfortunately, because of the way I've got this all set up and where everything is, I'd have to completely tear all of this out and rebuild it with 8 slicers to do that. And I can, if all else fails, if I can't figure this out, that's where we're going to go. Because from a redstone perspective, that is super easy. But I'm feeling the redstone today. But yes, the redstone will be easier. 100% the redstone will be easier. So, okay, so that reads through that. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do that. And funnels just go until the thing behind them is empty, so that's not going to work. So, yeah, it's just, it's a little bit of a mess. And unfortunately, even I think a stone button pulses too long to get just one item out with a funnel. Yeah, okay. I had a weird thought. I'm not going to follow that thought. We're gonna keep moving here. All right, so basically what I need to do now is I need to trigger this guy. So when it goes, it will dump all of its stuff into here. And I think I'm going to have to adjust this a little bit. Yeah. No, the weird thought is I could pulse with the redstone pulse, drop the thing, run it through the slicer. When it gets to here, if I have a long enough delay, or if I'm watching the belt and then delay, I dump one thing into it, or I hit the trigger. Darn it, I'm going to do the weird thing. All right, hang on. We must weird thing. All right, so this is going to go here. We're going to get a funnel that goes in this way. All right. Except this is facing the wrong way, which is cool. All right. All of you people are silly and making me do weird things. Also, I have to go grab my dropper before it runs away from me. Okay. All right, all right. We're going to do the weird thing because obviously that's the right thing to do, and we're going to have to... I do the weird stuff, okay? That's just... All right, that's how it goes. We're going to do the weird stuff, people. I'm all about the weird stuff. Also, yes, I am easily influenced by chat. It's a thing. All right, so I'm going to need a... what is it? It's an observer of some sort. Yeah, I'm going to need one of these dealy bobs, a smart observer. Okay. Smart observer, which means I need an actual observer, which is just silly talk. Observer. Okay, and I needed a brass casing, which I don't have at the moment, and a light bulb, which I do have. All right, hang on. Do I need to say that sentence? I was about to say we must strip, but I think that might be the wrong type of thing to be going on here. It's not that kind of stream. Yes, Sprite. That's it. It's Sprite watching things. That's how this goes. Smart observer. Oh, what am I missing? I just picked that up. What do you mean I'm not? The brass casing. The thing. Do the thing. All right, we have the thing. Okay. Am I going to regret having given y'all the quote command? Is that a thing that's going to happen? No. No, it's not. I'm going to just do the thing. Okay. Come back here, stone. Someone will chip their teeth on you. I actually moderator the streamer. That's it. Yeah, that's it. When I was a kid, and I know this is like 1,000 years ago, but when I was a child, we were at church and we had a I don't know what the deal was. It was a thing. All right, we're gonna have to do this. It was some after meeting get together. They had cookies and stuff, right? And I bit into this chocolate chip cookie, and there was a significant crunch. And I was a little bit weirded out by why does my significant crunch happen in my cookie? Because I didn't want my cookie to have a significant crunch. And then I ate the cookie, and I thought, maybe did I get a weird thing? Was a chocolate chip just ridiculously hard? What happened? No, I lost a tooth as I bit into this cookie and had bit that tooth and then swallowed it. So the tooth fairy then had to conduct surgery and embedded a nickel in my stomach, and it's still there. It's very sad. And this is why I no longer trust the tooth fairy to do any sort of delivery or of any money. No, actually, but that's right up until the tooth fairy part. That was all true. I had lost a tooth biting into this chocolate chip cookie and bit the hard tooth and swallowed. And it's like, what was this? And then I realized, oh yeah, I just lost a tooth. It was a thing. Okay, so if I want to pulse length, or you do that with a piece of bread. Yeah, so that's why I like soft cookies. Yeah, that's totally it. Okay, hang on. We must do this, and we must stick. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and we're back to yellow. Okay. See, this is why I put a timeout on that command, so that's okay. So we do the thing. We need redstone torches. Okay. And then we need the pulse repeater. Okay. So I think we need the repeater because I need to put a length on this. All right, so we're gonna put, let's put like a 4 seconds. It just needs to be long enough for the thing to come through here, and then this will pulse once. Okay. And then what we're gonna do is I need to come under here. All right. Okay. That's not going to work. Okay, once again, we're going to, our cookies are getting stoned, and that's not okay. These are not that type of cookies. Okay, so I'm going to need a smart chute. This is where our timing is going to get really stupid, but that's okay. Oh, actually, I don't even need a smart chute. I can funnel off of this guy. Okay. All right. And then because funnels have the fun property that when they get a redstone signal, they lock. Just like hoppers do. Right? So if I were to lock this, I could throw in stuff into this dropper, and then when the signal goes away, all of that goes away. Okay, stream joke. Writing with a broken pencil is pointless. Guess that's going to depend on the pencil. All right, so basically what I'm going to do, I think I can do it this way. Where is the pencil broken? That is the real question. So basically, we're going to need this on until we tell it not to be on. Or actually, yeah, something like that. All right, so let's throw some stuff in there. So we have 17 items down here in the dropper. Get hurt stabbed by plenty of broken pencils. Yes, yes, they can definitely be pointy. All right, so when this comes through here, the observer should... Oh. Hang on. Try again. We're going to throw this through here. The observer should see it because the observer is watching the belt. It should pulse here. We're going to give it a little bit of a delay. It's going to drop a thing out of here and then unlock this, which is probably... Because this needs to be locked by default, and then it needs to be unlocked until things happen. So we'll have to figure that out. But so if this goes through here, okay, I don't think that was... Did that go off right away? Oh, hey, yes. I think we got stuff. This might have actually worked. Hang on. We have... Okay, sweet berries. Sweet, sweet berries. Blah, blah, blah. We might... I did a thing. I did a thing. It might actually work. We're going to see. Yeah. The command might still be on a timeout, Sprite. It's a 5-minute timeout, so... We're going to find out. Okay, so we have 15 things in here. And... Yeah, I think I did a thing. I just need to fix the timing on this. Okay, so if that goes... All right. Yes, we did a thing, and it happened to be the redstone this time, but it doesn't matter. So then I need this to go until that's empty. So really what I should do is something else here. Okay. There we go. There's the purple. All right. All right, so basically now I just have to fix this timing so that this is locked until it's not locked, and okay, I can make this happen. Because it's not going to have to be anything like ridiculously crazy or anything like that, so basically what I'm going to do is we'll bring all of our smooth stone, because I'm going to just do redstone on smooth stone. That's fine. We're going to get our little delay dealy bob here. Oh, no. This has to come after that. Okay. So this is fine. Our delay dealy bob will happen here. We'll pulse extend for... Oh, 10 seconds will be more than enough. Okay. Okay. Totally all the mores and enoughs. Okay, I'm stuck. Okay. Because the idea is we should never have more than 8 things or so in this. Okay. All right. So here. Nope. Does have to be back 1 because I need room for the torch. Okay. Nope. This will be good. So basically the idea is we're going to delay for 4 seconds. So a thing's going to come in here. We'll delay for 4 seconds. Actually, I can probably cut that down to 2. This will pulse, sending an item out of here. Okay. And then the rest of the items will fall down here to be destroyed. It's going to be a massive waste of things, but that's okay. So if we throw 7 things down here, that didn't work. Why did you no work? Because it's on 40 ticks? I don't know. All right, we'll go back to 4 seconds because that will be fine. All right. 7 things through. We pulse. And we have 7 things and nothing went that way. Why you be stupid? Why is stupidness happening? Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is just piling on. This is just throwing things at it until maybe it works. Oh, I know why. I know why. This is a PEBCAC problem. The problem exists between the chair and the keyboard. I need to power this block so that it actually triggers the dropper. Okay, my bad. All right, and now go. Okay, that'll work. So let's shorten this up to a couple of seconds. So now this should go through. We pulse. And oh, maybe there was nothing in there because that's all I threw was the 1. Okay, no, things are thinging. Okay. Okay, and we get the 1 thing. All right. Ha! Yeah, no, that's fine. 40 ticks and 2 seconds, I think, are actually the same thing. This is silly and wasteful. It works, but it's 100% silly and wasteful. All right, so let's clean up here. All right. So for those of you who are here for hyper-efficient redstone, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. I'm Pearl Stalker, and this is my stream. Okay. All right, so that is the idea, is that we can now do the thing. All right. And what I'll do is I'll set fire down here too, so it will all just burn. But okay, yeah. So that's now the idea. Okay, so we'll figure out that in a minute. But now all I need to do is send 1 pulse into whatever it is I want. So, all right, we'll have to do a little bit of switchy, but I think this is going to be okay. So let's pop up this way. All right, so now we're going to build our control ordering system. Okay. And this is going to require some sticky pistons, which I put away, which is fine. Also probably going to need more than that, but we'll figure that out later. Okay. So, no. Please face the right way. You are awesome and I love you. But you're facing the wrong way. And I'm not okay with that. Okay. All right, so the idea here is we have to move this up 1 is what the idea is. So, I mean, I don't have to move it up 1. It just means I would have to dig more, and we're going to let our selective laziness kick in. All right, so let's try this again. This time with sticky pistons. Okay. It's always 1. There's always 1 that just faces 100% the wrong way. All right, so actually, no, I can build them down here. This is good. All right, so there'll be a few things on here that won't need the thing, but that's okay. So because I only need, what do I need? 6 of those, 1 of those, and 1 of those. Because if all of those that you know that are those those are all of those. Do I happen to have slime? I might have to run back. I don't have slime. Well, that's just slimy. All right, that's fine. I've got slime in my inventory. It's a good place for it. All of the slime is going to happen over there. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to love it. Anyway, speaking of slime, you feel like you were listening to Dr. Seuss. Yes. Dr. Seuss, that master wordsmith. You know, every once in a while, you ever think about literature? I do. And I was thinking about Lord of the Rings, because this happens to me a lot. Plus, I was actually reading Lord of the Rings, so I had reason. Lord of the Rings is seen rightly as being literature, right? This Lord of the Rings is going to just stick around forever because it's deep and it's well written and it's this amazing book, right? Just like Shakespeare. But you know what else is going to stick around in literature forever because it's just awesome and amazing, but it's totally different from Lord of the Rings and Tolkien? Yeah, it's Dr. Seuss. 1,000 years from now, people are going to be studying, literature of the 1900s, right? It's 1900s English literature, and it's going to be Lord of the Rings and Dr. Seuss. You're going to go from the hobbits, going into Mordor, and then you're going to have Sam I Am, and it is 100% going to be a thing, and it's going to be a thing. Some literature will just stick around because it was popular, not because it was particularly good. And that's going to be things like maybe Twilight. Harry Potter, perhaps, will probably stick around as literature for literature's sake. As it should for Twilight. Yeah. I'm actually tempted to read those again. I think something's wrong with me. No. Okay, so this is all going to come out this way. We're going to run some this way. But yes, just the fact that you will be taking your literature, your 19th century or 20th century literature class, and it's going to be Lord of the Rings, and it's going to be Dr. Seuss. Oh, no, Dr. Seuss. Okay, yes. All right, cool. We got there. We understand each other eventually. Okay, now I was smart, and so I put all of my stuff for my signaling away. Because, yep, that's a smart thing to do. But, okay, that goes there. And we're going to need sugar. Twilight was the first experience you had actually hating the protagonists. I'm down with that. No, Twilight was weird. There is about a book and a half of really good story in the series. It's like book 3. Actually, I kind of like everything, other than the fact that Edward is a possessive jerk. Most of the rest of that book is actually pretty good. And then the second half of the 4th book is not bad. But everything else, you just kind of, no, Okay, yeah, Bella's a little bit obnoxious. You didn't get that far into it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to need... Oh, we'll just use wheat to signal that. That's fine. Okay, so wheat is always going to go. That's why I don't have a sticky piston under it. Sugar is always going to go, because we're going to make ourselves some sweet dough. Meanwhile, I'm just going to bounce around like a yo-yo. It's going to be great. The cocoa powder's on a switch. Okay. That's going to be the, hey, y'all, we need the cocos and the powders. When you yell and throw the first book across the room, you don't get to the second. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, and then these will be all of our cocos and toffees and berries and things. However, I think what I might do, let's actually move these out one, because I want to put a little bit of a repeater here. Yeah, I read them. Why did I read them? My wife was really into them, and I think I decided to read them just to see what it was like. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of a delay so the cocoa gets there first. This way, I'm confident that it will make cocoa or the chocolate sweet dough and not the and not just the regular sweet dough and then leave the cocoa out. Yeah. No, the books were definitely better than the movies. 100% they were better than the movies. Okay. Cool. So those are all there. Let's get some chocolates. All right, they're down here. I need chocolates. I cannot reach, Captain. It's too far. I don't know what we are going to do. All right. Now I am also going to need to set up radios on here, so let's do that as well. Okay. Okay. You wanted to read them yourself because husband had gone to the movies. There's okay. It was packed. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so I think it's dark and regular and white chocolate. Okay. And yeah, I can see for a person, now I'm a romantic, so some of the romantic aspects of the books I was totally down for. But there are other aspects of it that's like, dude, there's a whole lot of let me just nope out of this situation. All right, so those are going to fire. So let's pop these guys over. Dark chocolate, regular chocolate, white chocolate. Okay. And then, oh, I am going to need one more. Okay. Okay. Barely made it through the series. The first being the first person aspect it was written in. Okay. Okay, I can understand that if you're not into that sort of view or that perspective in a book. That doesn't bother me, but I can understand that. Okay, I'm just going to shift all of these over because I feel better about it. All right. So the chocolates are a thing. Hang on, I just need some quick storage over here. Okay. Chocolates go in. Berries are in. And then I'm going to need one of each of these things. Okay, right. I need a toffee. And I need a butterscotch. And I need or that was a caramel, I guess. And then I need a thing. Okay. All right, so now toffee, caramel, and butterscotch. Okay. Awesome. Except for the fact I don't have the radios on those ones, we are totally great. All right, hang on. I must do more stripping. Avert your eyes. This might get graphic. I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to go for the stripper that, I don't know if y'all have heard that happy little jazz number. Yep, that's where I was going with it. It's not where I went with it. Okay. And we're now yellow again. All right, sweet. Okay. Now, it turns out there are actually 6 colors that you can set, but I can understand why some of you are not setting any of those colors. Okay, I'd like my wrench back, please. Thank you. All right. Yep, I've got blue and green and I don't know, what other colors? So blue, green, red, white, yellow, and purple. The white one actually needed a little bit of a touch up too, because the secondary color is a little bit silly, but we're going to need more redstone links than this, but okay. Let's get these in place. They all need to be on receive. They all need to be on the dough. And I, of course, put the other signal away because that would have... Why would I want to have those with me? I know. It's me. I'm the problem here.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
They are indeed. And thank you for those bits, Snoopers. Okay. So that goes there. This one is the caramel. We wouldn't want to get that confused and somebody want butterscotch and gets caramel instead. Okay. Cool. Hello, Joshua, over there on Kick. Hope you're having a fabulous day. All right, so that's that thing. What's good? Many things, but not my redstone. That's, I think, what we've determined. We went with the laziest possible solution and the most wasteful, but hey, it works and we're good. We will, in fact, be able to order chocolate chip cookies, and that is what's important in life, okay? Despite what Conan says, we are going to... You know, I muted that. Why did it make noise? Anyway, thank you for the follow, Joshua. Apparently I did not mute hard enough. That's concrete powder. Stone. All right, fine. Stone. I know what I'm doing. Okay, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon I will know what I'm doing. Okay. All right, we'll just... Wow. Okay, fine. So eventually I will end up someplace where things are in the right place. Anyway. Okay. No, we're good. We are good. So that's... All right, so this ordering system is coming in. I need to actually fire up redstone along the back of all of this so that all gets triggered. All right. So the idea is I'll need to get some more stuff here, but the idea is that when I hit the ordering system up, it'll push up a piston to trigger a thing, right? So we'll get the toffees or whatever. For now, we're going to do it manually. So we're going to order a butterscotch chip cookie. All right, so raw cookie. Let's be sure butterscotch can go into regular cookies or chocolate cookies. All right. Awesome. Now let's be sure I don't have anything left over in here. Okay. Yep, that's clear. And then, oh, you know what? Let's grab a list filter. And I want to be sure that we don't accidentally do something silly. I need to be sure that this is only going to do... Okay, chocolate sugar dough and regular sugar dough. Ah, come here. Come here, regular sugar dough. All right, and you go like that. Oh, stream choke. Can February march? No, but April, May. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this will only make the doughs. All right. So if you love my stream, well, thank you, Joshua. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We are definitely having ourselves a thing. Something is happening here. All right. I am streaming for fun and I am monetized. But okay. Yeah, that should be fine. The redstone signal will be fine. I'm not making a living off streaming. I have an actual job that pays actual money, so I could actually, kind of sort of afford to stream on occasion. All right, so if I hit this button right now, because I don't have any of the ordering stuff set up, we'll do a regular caramel cookie. All right. So the caramel gets sliced. Or actually, that was probably butterscotch, actually. We get butterscotch chips. All right. Okay. So the answer is yes. We did not get sugar? Why did we not get sugar? That was weird. Why did we not sugar? All right, that I feel totally weirded out here. Thought you should change your color. Well, that's fair, Snoopers. Okay. I'm going to stick repeater here. I don't know if this is saying. Okay. Okay, Joshua, before I answer that, I'm going to give a warning right now. Spam is not a thing that I'm appreciative of. And I do not need the all the advertising. Okay. All right. So let's try this again. This time, maybe it's going to work. Also, I really didn't need to put these here. Okay. I think I ran into this before. Okay, let's move this. Hang on. Grab my clipboard. Clippy. Oh, it's my clipboard. Where is my clipboard? Is it in here? This would be a reasonable place for it. Yep, there it is. Ha! Okay. Copy. Paste. No, copy. Paste. There we go. I can do both things. Copy and pasting. You've come over there now too? Nice. All of the kicks. Yeah, and I fully understand anybody who does not want to be on Kick, okay? That's what my podcast was about this week. So I totally get that if you're okay. Yeah, that should be sugar. I'm gonna just copy. Oh, nope. Okay. Copy. Paste. Okay. There we go. Though in all honesty, I really only need the one signal for it. So, what I should also do. What? Okay. Cool. All right. So now we have, hopefully, a thing. So if I need to, and it would make a little bit of sense, I could just do a thing. Okay, yes. Okay, you're purple over there. Nice. All right. So, again, the cocoa I want to be. So that went. Okay, there we go. All right, so we now have sugar dough. We also have a stone in there. We'll have to deal with that later. Oh, okay, we're purple again. All right, here come our chips. And We're now ready to feed Snoopers. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, hang on. I need to inventory. All right. There we go. Oh, that gives me extra sugar dough, doesn't it? When it mixes, oh no. Sugar dough, sugar dough. La-di-da-di-da-di, sugar dough. Yes, it gives three sugar doughs. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We can throw that away. I know how to throw that away. That'll be an easy thing to throw away. It's really stupid that I'm throwing it away, but it's totally a thing. Yeah, I can move you. Yeah, I'm going to have to. But hopefully I was hopeful that, you know, I would move people through my the streaming and the content, and they would watch it and they would be totally moved. But I may just have to come to resort to physically moving people. It's not those. Actually, I'll hang on to the clipboard. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo that. Do I happen to have another smart chute? I do. Awesome. And another list filter, which I have, which is also awesome. Okay. So, basically what I'm going to do here is, all right, we'll put a smart chute down. Oops. Hi. Sorry, you're feeling low. Let's be uplifting on stream today. Okay. And yeah, Sprite's just lurking. Just hanging over there. All the lurking. All right. All right, we're going to sugar dough, or chocolate sugar dough and regular sugar dough, and then not that. Okay, so anything that's... Oh, no, I've got that backwards. This needs to be extra sugar dough goes down the hole. Sugar dough go down the hole. All right, so now we feast. All right, so we have raw butterscotch cookies. Let's make sure the cocoa cookies work. It's like Cocoa Krispies, but totally different. And go. All right, and now we should have chocolate sugar dough. All right. Oh, yep. Okay, unfortunately that sugar dough is going to stick there. But we did get the sugar cookies, so... Right, because the dough doesn't go... Bummer. All right. Yeah, well, you know, you guys are... The two of you are mods, and it would be nice if you were mods everywhere that I am streaming so that you could be mods and stuff. But, again, I'm not... I'm sneaky like that, you know? All right. We have ourselves another issue. Great. So, all right. Well, this is just dumb. I just want one dough. One. Okay, so the issue is now, I suppose that I could try to figure out how to get this to spit out 3 things, but yeah, no, I was fast. So here's the deal. All right. This is making the dough just fine. It makes the sugar dough. Everything's wonderful. And we're great. All right. The problem is it spits out 3 sugar dough into this basin, right? You see I have 2 in there right now. Well, that's just going to stick there until the next ingredients come in to bake the next round of cookies. So I either need to send 3 chips down this way and 3 berries in to use up all of the dough, or I need to figure out how to suck out the rest of the sugar dough after this is done mixing. And I think I can do that this way. All right, this is going to be... Actually, can I do this way? Like, all right, hang on. Which I can do with the same sort of hopper trick, but what I might have to do is split the... Yeah, because that's not going to pull anything out of there. So I'm going to have to split this line, right? Oops, not right there. Right. Oh, hang on. I need a belt. I need all of my create tools. That would be helpful too. I left them over here. Okay. No, this is fine. It's all fine. Fine and fine. Okay, grab some more of those. Grab some belts. And now we split. Right there. All right, awesome. And now we split right. Actually, we'll just break it. That's fine. There. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're free camming around? Nice. All right, so we'll have to rig this to go too, but that'll be a thing later. All right, so here's how this is going to work. Oh, I sense a snooper is being moved. All right, so if that goes there, right? So our dough just dropped out the bottom. Okay, and that's good. Where's my filter? I might have to, wow. All right, cool. I have to get in here so I can reach this filter. Cookies will not be removed from this system. That would be bad. Oh, then I picked up the armor stand? Very possible. I don't have an armor stand in my inventory, though. Armor? Arm or stand? No, I did not pick up the armor. So I don't know where it is, but I don't have it. Okay. Oh, is it on the belt? Cool. All right, so that'll suck all of this stuff out. Now, the catch is I need to power that, which means I think I'm going to have to slide over a little bit. Doable, but weird. Okay. Yeah. All right. This'll... Well, since I'm only doing one, what if I were to move the berries? Could I move the berries over here? Yeah, doable, but weird. That honestly describes me fairly well. Wait a minute. Maybe that's not quite how that should have gone. I'm sorry. Sorry. Speaking of things getting weird. All right, so let's do it this way. Okay, so this will slide out. Yeah, that's to there. This is backwards, so we'll fix that, but okay. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We try to be family friendly. Fail, but try a lot. Okay. So this is going to go over here. Oops. Hey, use the right tools. Hi. That goes there, and that goes there. We are going to receive. Okay. And now, where's my clipboard of clippiness? You know, maybe. And now you typed. Yep. Right click, left click, boom. All right. Honestly, that was a weird. Speaking of things being weird. Okay, get the thing, and we do the thing. Dropper goes there. Yeah, I wish I could say my proposal was like hyper romantic and stuff. No, there was nothing at all. Oops, no. There's very little romantic about my proposal. I know. It did work, though, so, you know. All right, so this is going to go this way and this way. So it's hard to knock something that works, you know? All right, so this is going to come out. That's going to come out. That doesn't need to be there. This doesn't need to be here. And this doesn't need to be here. Okay. So basically, I've shifted the berries over so that I can actually get next to this and power this up. Yeah. No, that whole situation is one that the long story is a little awkward. So, hydration. I have heard of hydration. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is we're going to do the same observer trick we did a moment ago. All right, so I'm going to need redstone. I'm going to need cobblestone, actually. And all right, let's grab an observer. Yeah, no, it was definitely awkward, but that's no surprise. Okay, so I need these, and I think I need a brass casing. Okay. Smart observer. Cool. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is we'll put the smart observer here. And then it will signal over this way. And I think what I really only am going to need that, I think, is how this is going to work. Oh, okay. I'm also going to fall down because that's fun. All right. So we're going to try this again with our chocolate, whatever those are, cookies. Chocolate butterscotch. All right. So the dough goes in. Okay. Here comes the chips. All right. We'll try it with the berries here in a minute. So the chips go in. Oh, this will do nothing because sorry, I had a hair on my tongue. That was weird. This will do nothing because this belt is connected to all the nothing. Awesome. All right, no, we're fine. We're fine. We're totally fine. I could fix this. All right, and so you go there. Let's try this on this side. Nope, that's going the wrong way. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so let's bring this out this way. And now no. All right, so we have to put shaft over this way. We'll have to do that. And then I'm going to need some more of those. So let's sleep, and then we'll do the thing. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just a matter of stuff going into the right place at this point. Speaking of right places, do I have the right place to do the thing? Probably not. But that's okay. Uh-oh. Coughing dogs. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Honestly, that kind of sounds like an old-timey, like, middle ages bar. Could be a middle-aged bar, too, for that matter. Yeah, meet me down at the Coughing Dog. We'll plan our heist or something. Okay, so that goes there. And then, do we have things down there? We do. Okay. I think this will work. All right, let's change this. We can't do berries in the chocolate cookie, so we'll just do it that way. Oh, I am getting so many raw cookies. It's a thing. Okay. Did I order the regular ones? I think I did. Okay. Yeah, so the story of proposals. Yours is very short. It never happened. Okay. Not officially married. Well, that's fair. Common law marriages are awesome, though. Okay, so that goes to a thing. No, mine, I was prompted to propose. Okay, there we go. There we go. There's our sweet berry cookies. I mean, they're raw, but no, I was prompted to propose after I learned of my wife's miscarriage. Not the most romantic reasoning, nor did it come out in any way, shape, or form. So, you know, which is fine. It ended up working out okay, so I'm not going to complain. All right, good. So we now have this set to do all of the stuff. So the last thing I need to do is cook, and then we'll be done. Well, we have to cook, and then we'll have to get the cookies up, but that will happen with the shop. So we'll figure out where the output will be. I think probably, I don't know, where do I want to put this? Now I need to actually think about physically, where is the cookie shop going to be? Because here I can basically turn a corner and cookie shop goeth thusly. So I can either put it on this side, so it's right here by the gas station and the McBurger Hut. There's going to be a park here. Or I could put the cookie shop over on this side where there's just the park. Obviously, it's going to go over here. Okay, cool. And then I just need to bring the cookies up over this way somewhere. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. You had one yourself between your two boys. Okay, yeah. Yeah, my wife had a miscarried a couple of times, but that was the first time, and it's like, and she was telling me about the miscarriage, and I decided that was going to be the most romantic time ever, so I proposed. No, there was no romanticism in it, I think. It was just, hey, if we're getting to the point where we're trying to make people, we should probably be married. And, you know, I was perfectly wanting to be married to her anyway, so it worked, but man, that was not the most romantic way of doing things. All right, so if we're going to bring the cookies this way, then let's do this. Do I have a tunnel? Do I have a brass tunnel? I don't, but I have all of the brass tunnel fixings, so let's make one. All right, ta-da! All right, So yeah, so the plan will be then to... Okay, hang on. I need shafts. Okay. So we'll bring this way. Okay. Now, where this way, I don't know, but it's going to go this way. And we'll stick a... This brass tunnel will go here. And I need a... Shoot, I need another one of those. Do I have another one of those? Oh, yeah. I know. We're totally intense. But yeah, we were just... Said we... Okay, that's going the wrong way. That's cool. Big fan. All right, so that's not going to happen like that. Let's do this. Okay. And, oh, inventory space is what it is. Okay. We'll do this way. Okay. So we're good. We're good. And I might... Oh, okay. We're not good. All right. No, this is fine. I can just say nothing goes out this side, I think. I think this will work. Or I've just done it wrong and I'm going to have to redo that belt anyway. Yeah. All right. Cool. So cookies can't go out this way. They'll only go that way. So this is fine. All right. Okay. Stream joke. What did the big flower say to the little flower? Hi, bud. Okay. All right. So this goes this way. I'm going to be underneath this and beside that. So, all right. So that's good. We're going to need a smart filter. Okay. One attribute filter coming up. And we're going to need this to be smart, surprisingly enough. Okay, so basically I need this to be anything that can be smoked goes through here, or actually does not go through here. All right, so anything that is not smokable. The purple is hard to read. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I may have to play with that. Yeah, that's one of the things. I was trying to balance the colors and it was not weird. The white has a similar problem because the one of the other colors is just, it's like the white theme is white, black, and gray, and the gray doesn't quite work. So I still have some adjustments to do on all of that stuff, but how does it go back to green? Oh, the theme? Well, one, I have a button that can do that. Or you can do color and green. Or color and blue. If you wanted to try, or red, if you wanted to try one of the other colors. So right now I have 6 available colors. Nope, I have 6 colors. So yes, if you wanted it to go back to green, you could do that. All right, so for now, yeah, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. I know that because G.I. Joe said so once. All right, so let's, oops, that's not a thing. All right, so the cookies will end up there. I need to smoke some cookies, which is probably safer than smoking any number of other things. But the cookies are totally going to get smoked after I make a thing to smoke said cookies. All right, hang on, I'm just bringing the create box over here. That's how this is going to work. Oh yeah. Most wasteful cookie factory of all time, but we are We are doing the thing. All right. All right, so I'm going to need a casing. I know that much. I don't remember if I need a shaft or if I need a cogwheel, so I think it's a shaft. Okay, yep, it is a shaft. All right, cool. All right, so now we're going to stick our thing there. Oh, I need a campfire. Campfire. Which would involve logs and sticks. I know how to campfire. I've campfired before. Totally. Okay. Totally know how to campfire. That's... Oh, and I need a hunk of flammable rock. Skulk is not it. I know I have some coal around here somewhere. Or maybe I don't? Did I put it all away? Maybe I put it all away. That would be weird. I mean, not overly surprising, but weird. Black wool. Yep, there it is. It's like, I thought I had coal. Okay. Now we campfire. Ta-da. All right. These will be a thing. All right, so the campfire will go there. And it will all get stopped under the campfire because of the filter on this guy. All right. And now I just need to make the fan spin. Okay. That would be really, really stupid. Raw cookie dough or cooked? Oh. Honestly, I might have to go with the cooked. I mean, they're both good, but yeah, I might have to go with the cooked cookie dough. All right, we're gonna up and up. Okay, that's a thing. And that's a thing. And our fan sucks. Okay. All right. Nope, this is fine. We will. All right, hang on. I must cog. All right. There we go. We cog again. And then we. Okay, now the fan blows. As the fan blows. So now I should be able to take some cookies. We have all the cookies over here, right? Yeah, I mean, that's true. The dough becomes edible a lot faster than a cookie does. Okay, suddenly Stupor's head showed up. It was confusing. I like the where your thoughts are at, though. There. Okay. So the cookies should cook because that's what cookies do. And then eventually, once they get to be all cooked, there we go. There we go. And there we go. We now have sweet berry cookies. Awesome. All right. Yeah. You would totally be I Love Lucying that whole thing. I know it. So, yep, we will just eat them as fast as we can to get them all into the... So the line doesn't back up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and, oops, fall over a couple of times. Let's go ahead and just cook all of these raw cookies. That's right. Come in, I know me better, man. For those of you who remember the Muppet Christmas Carol. I wonder, hang on. Let's see if we move Snooper's head just a little lower. Yeah, that might be better. Okay. So now let's order ourselves a cookie. What sort of cookie dough do you want? Do you want chocolate cookie dough? Do you want toffee or caramel or butterscotch or chocolate, dark chocolate, or white chocolate? Okay, chocolate cookie. And what topping do you want? You can't put berries in a chocolate cookie, so. But as I recall, you don't like fruit and chocolate mixed, so give me a topping. Caramel. All right, that would be this one. All right, and go. All right. We have, I hope that's caramel. Yep. Caramel chips. All right, cool. We have, oh no. It did not cocoa. Why did it not cocoa? I wonder if I screwed something up. All right, hang on. We're cocoaing. We're cocoaing. Does that match? It will. It will match. Copy. Paste. Okay. Because, yeah, it's like we didn't get the all of that over there. So we came close. We got regular caramel chip cookies. We're going to get the chocolate ones. Let's be sure here. And go. No, it didn't eject the chocolate. The cocoa powder did not go. It's on receive. Why you no go? Why you make me sad? Why all the sadness? And the regular caramel chip cookies. We can't have that. We need the chocolate ones. Okay. Okay, so those are triggering. We know that. That is not triggering. That's just weird. Huh, is it plugged in? I'm wondering now. Okay, it'll go because this block is there. The caramel went. All right. Okay. That's just weirdness. Okay. Why? All right, hang on a sec. I want to take these out. I'm just going to stop everything. I just want to be sure that if I trigger this, does cocoa come out? We did not cocoa powder. Okay. We'll just flip that. Okay. And go. Okay, that cocoa powdered, right? Yes, we cocoa powdered. Yep. We needed to basically do the create mod equivalent of turning it on and turning it off again. Or vice versa. Okay. Yes. Okay, so there's our chocolate sugar dough. And here comes our caramel. Yep. Yep, we just had to reboot it really hard with our shoe. Okay. And now the cookie dough goes into Snooper's face. Gets cooked. And then comes out cooked from the back ends. Okay, we're not going to maybe think about the implications of this machine. Okay? We're not going to think about the implications of feeding raw cookie dough into snoopers and having cooked cookies come out the other end. Okay? That would just be weird. Okay, so hang on a sec. What did that end up? Okay, those are butterscotch chips. That's what I ordered. Because we should have a chocolate butterscotch cookie being made over here. Okay. And what did we get? Did that do regular butterscotch? You've got tears from laughing. Yes. All right. I have a feeling it didn't send the cocoa again. All right. I'm going to sleep and then... Oh, stream joke. Okay. Stream joke. Why do fish live in salt water? Because pepper makes them sneeze. Do I have the statues mod? I do. It's a little bit limited because we're still on 1.20, but we absolutely have the statues mod. Okay, that gives me an uncomfortableness. Let's try this. And go. Yeah, see, there was no cocoa in that at all. Yeah, so we do have the statues mod. Yeah, that's cooking regular sugar dough. It didn't spit out the cocoa. Why you know cocoa? You should totally cocoa. All right. We are going to do some... Oh, no. Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. So we'll trigger off the sugar, and we'll do it this way. Take that out. We will redstone. Yeah, it's like there's... All right, let's go ahead and reset this. And that goes there. So let's see if this works now. This is a really weird thing. It shouldn't do this, but... Okay, but that spit everything out. That's good. We'll see if that's replicatable. Okay, but I think we are... Okay, there we go. All right, and looks like those are there. Awesome. Okay, and there we go. Butterscotch chip chocolate cookies. All right, let's try the toffee now. Toffee cookies. All right. And we go. And I wasn't paying attention, but we have chocolate sugar dough. Okay, good. So here comes the toffee. Cookie, cookie, cookie. We're gonna eat the cookie. And it slides right through snoopers, cooks through the insides, and we will soon have toffee chip chocolate cookies. Yes, okay. I mean, those are caramel chips, but I think that's because I didn't change the recipe, right? Okay, that's toffee. And this is toffee. And that's caramel. There are no toffees in with the caramel. This is empty. Okay. That's toffee. We're going to try this again. All right. Sprite, go and hit that button, please. since you're standing right there. And okay, so here comes our toffee. Good. So toffee gets all sliced and diced. We throw out the leftovers because why would we want to keep them? Because that's just silliness. We have chocolate sugar dough. Okay, so what we should get now is toffee chip cookies. That's the plan. All the toffees and the chips. And boom, toffee chip chocolate cookies. So why don't those stack? They did. Okay, we're good. Good. Everything's great. All right. So I think we're good. So I want to do one more. I guess I should test all of these chocolates too, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. So we should have our white chocolate chips coming down this way. Do I have a... I don't have my lighter on me, so we'll... I did not get white chocolate chips. Oh, good. There's the quote to come up. Oh, that's because these aren't on receive. That would make sense. All right. No, we're good. We're totally good. Everything is great. Let's go ahead and pull that sugar dough out. Nice. Okay. We're good. All right. Let's try that again. So we will get white chocolate cookies this time. Okay, yes, good. Here comes the white chocolate. It gets sliced. It slides down the belt. All right. And it should mix very nicely with the rest of this. All right, and then we should drop the dough, which I think it did. All right. I actually pulled this out for a reason. I kind of wanted to set some things on fire because that seems like a fun thing to do. Okay. Fire. All right. And now let's set that on fire as well. Awesome. So we should now have some white chocolate chip cookies over here, which I like. Yep, there we go. White chips chocolate cookie. Wonderful. Okay. I'm fairly confident in the rest of these, but we'll go ahead and test them anyway. Yep. Yep, that's a quote now. Oh. All right, so this should be regular chocolate chips. Okay. So that'll slide down this way. I think that's cooking. Yep, I think we're cooking. And yep, there we go. A chocolate cookie. Right, because they don't... Chocolate chips are the regular chips, right? Yep. I don't... Well, and... So StreamerBot does say who added it, but the first 20 or so, because I moved them from Mix It Up, they all have my name on them. All right, so let's make one more change here. So yeah, I'll have to set up the ordering system. And see, what quote was that? Quote 24. I'm curious now. So many stripping quotes. You'd think there's something specific I have on my mind or something. Okay. Quote 24. Oh, yeah, that one was migrated, so it's hard to say. All right. Anyway, while that cookie was doing its thing, I'm going to fall down a hole, and yep, there's our dark chocolate cookies. Okay. I think we're good. Let me do one more check without the... We're just going to do a regular... We're going to do dark chocolate regular cookies, right? Because that's a thing, right? Raw cookie. Dark chocolate cookie. Okay. So yeah, so what we should see, yeah, is the dark chocolate will come down. We get chips. Throw away the extra chips because, yeah. Welcome to the wasteful cookie. Of all the farm-to-table principles we could be following, wastefulness is absolutely not it. Actually, yeah, you know, Snoopers, spelled that way, that's actually, I think, what we're going to have to do. Welcome to the wasteful cookie. But there we go. We do have... See, apparently butterscotch chip chocolate cookies are healthier. They give you more stamina or something. More saturation. Regular cookies, not so much. Good to know. All right. All right, now I have no idea what I want this shop to look like, but we are definitely going to be calling it the wasteful cookie. Hang on, let me see if I have a sign. I have a sign. I have a sign. It's sitting up here. We have a sign. The wasteful cookie. All right. There we go. So we know what's going on. All right. Well, congratulations to us. We've got ourselves a working cookie ordering system. So that's great. Okay, good. So I can take those out. Wasteful cookies. We could do it either way. Though cookies is not spelled with an A, so yeah, we'll not spell it that way. Okay. So next thing I need to do is get under here with the ordering system. Okay, this actually doesn't need to be there. And we need to get this thing going. So, cool. So let's see. I think the way I need to do this is with repeaters. Hang on, I have other ordering systems. Let me just see how I did that. Oh, that one actually put spaces between them. Probably for very important reasons. Okay. No, this is fine. This is fine. We'll just get some repeaters going into there, and then we should be good. All right, so I need repeaters. Where did I leave the... Okay. It's like, I know I have a redstone belt here, or box, or something, somewhere. Okay. Will this one require a pool of water above? Probably not here. Okay. All right, so let's get a lever. Okay. And that pushes that up. All right, nice. All right, so we're good to go here. This will come out. All right, so now I just need a whole bunch of redstone links. And a couple more repeaters. All right, so let's grab some more torches. And some more repeaters. All right, so the repeaters go there. And so the way that this works is the repeaters be sure my signals don't cross, okay? They go into the block, and so I don't accidentally power the other pistons. So this way it only powers one piston at a time. Oh no. Wherever will I get more things? I don't know. All right. Sticks. Of all of the things I'm stuck on, sticks would be a very reasonable thing to get stuck on. It's right there in the name. You know? Just... Alright. So one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm actually going to need a few more of those. Okay. Actually, I don't. I would need 8, 9 things. Okay. So this comes out, because that's going to be a thing. All right. You know what? I have cooked cookies. I know, weird, right? But I do. I totally have cooked cookies. We're going to use a dark chocolate cookie is going to be our signal for this thing. Because it seems like a reasonable choice. All right. So, cookie. All right, so all of these will go like so. All right. So the next thing I need to do is just set up my signals here. So that's going to be the cocoa powder. This one over here, or the next one is berries, right? Right, that one is berries. Then we get those things, which I will always get backwards. So toffee, or not toffee, it's butterscotch, caramel, and toffee. Do I have these in the right order? Yes, okay. Butterscotch is paler. And ta-da. Okay, and now we get our chocolates, which come in reverse order here. So it's white chocolate and regular chocolate and dark chocolate. Okay. Oh yes, make with the sleepy Sprite. Sleepy is good. Oh, I'll tell you, once my brain started working again, started doing better. Okay, so we have this in. So basically all I'm going to have to do now is wire up the ordering panel, which I think is going to be... might be along this wall. But yeah, I think it's... we'll put the ordering panel on this wall. I want to have windows looking out at the park. I want to have a door over on this side, right? Because we've got people who may want to be coming from the gas station. Also, I think I've got trains that are stuck. Okay, and I'm going to have trains coming in here. We're going to have pickup. This is where trains can come to pick up all of our sugar-based things. We've got an item drop-off on this side where we can pick up, where we will drop off the wheat, chocolates, butter, all of that sort of thing. So we're going to be setting up the chocolate train, I think, on stream on Tuesday. Okay. Oh, hang on. Let's fix this. Here, you go over here. I don't know where you're going, but it's not there. Okay. Sweet. These guys can just stay on the train tracks if they're lucky. they won't have any issues. All right. Shiny. So we should be good here, y'all. Yeah, so if we order from here, I can bring the cookies out of wherever this ends up going and pump it up this way. You know, we'll set up another encased fan. Everything will come up here and it'll be great. Okay. I like what we've got going on here. Now, I don't think I'm actually, since this is going to be ordering one at a time, maybe I should I do it with a cake shop where the cookies end up floating? Or should I have them dump into a cabinet or something like happens here at the McBurger Hut? Oh, we're green again. Nice. Okay. Oh, am I out of cheese? I wonder if I'm out of cheese. That would be silly. Now I've got to look. Am I out of cheese? That would be... No, I am definitely not out of cheese. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, see, I feel like one of these is just wrong. Is it that one? Something like that, yes. All right. Cool. Well, apparently I'm now potentially ordering more cheeseburgers. So cool. Anyway. Yeah, I'm too cheesy to be out of cheese. All right. Nice. So cool. So we'll need to set up the ordering system here. Should be fine. And once again, I am out of sticks because we need all the redstone torches. And I think I am going to have to slide over. Yeah, I have to put one over here too. Okay, that's fine. All right, just because counting, I think I ended up being like one space short. Okay, that comes... Oops, this needs to come out, not in. All right, because it was wheat, butter, sugar, 3 chocolates, berries, and something else. Right, so there's wheat and those things, the 3 chocolates, and berries. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm missing something here, but yeah, the toffee and caramel get made here. That's part of this factory. That's what all of this does. This makes the caramel and butterscotch and toffee. I just felt like I had one more input here, and I don't remember what it was. All right, well, that's okay, I guess. Also, I'm going to have to set up the stuff to tell me when to stop ordering things. All right, because I've got this going. Where is my wheat? Okay, that's off this side. Okay. So yeah, so this... Honestly... Because the sugar's going to go in here first, I should move the sugar monitor over here. And I need a cocoa monitor off this side as well. So that's all going to come off of the backs of this. Okay. Yeah, so the cocoa is going to go there. Sugar, obviously we've already got the butter. All right. Yeah, no, this is going to make some sense, I think. Okay, let's copy this. Okay. All right, so this one's the sugar. Okay, so that goes there. We put the radio. Oops. This one's on broadcast and paste. All right. And basically, yeah, we can set this down to when it's... Oh. Yeah. All right. No, I can move this up. This is fine. Here, you go up there. And when it gets down there, this is fine. I can have this set at like 50%. And that's fine. All right. And this will have to be on inverted, but yeah. Okay. So I can do all of that stuff. That'll be a thing. We can totally do it. And then same with the butter. So for now, I'm going to leave those off until the train is built. And then I can come through and get all of that set. Sweet. Okay. Cocoa powder. Actually, that's probably what the other one was. Okay. Was the cocoa powder. So let me just get these set up and then we'll figure out how this is going to work. So sugar, first of all. All right, so sugar is my main signal here. Okay. And so we're going to need wheat. That's the next thing, which I have here. Great. All right, so wheat goes there. All right, and then we're going to get our chocolates because chocolates are great. All right. All right, chocolate and more chocolate. Wonderful. And then, wow. Okay, we have berries and cocoa powder. How's it going, Glitch? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a fabulous day. You know, I have that muted. I have no idea why that's making noise, but it absolutely is. It's weird. Okay. All right. Anyway, so what's going on? We are just getting the last couple things in place so I can get the be sure I've got everything accounted for in the train dispatch system. Okay, we'll set the rest of those up when I get the train schedules. These train schedules are, I believe there's, oh, I don't actually have train schedules in there. Where's the other train schedule? It should be there. It's not, but it should be there. Anyway, yeah, so we're in the process of doing cookies and stuff. I've somehow lost a train schedule, so that's... Oh no, it's sitting right there. Great, that's what I needed. Okay, good. So we'll need to set up the rest of these train schedules and stuff as well, which is boring process. Yeah, well, this is modded, Glitch. We're doing, I'm using create mod to do, unfortunately, oh yes, I do have a mod pack command over there. Ta-da! Yeah. Yeah, so it's modded. It's create mod plus a couple of food mods, create food and Farmer's Delight primarily, which is why I can eat a delicious chicken cheeseburger with bacon and lettuce. And yeah, and so I have also a bunch of trains which are stuck again. Also, my windmill is glitching out, which is always fun. Okay, here. You ice cream truck, go do ice creamy things. But yeah, lots of fun. And so yeah, I've got all of the fun factories making ingredients and making foods and trains to bring the ingredients to the restaurants. It's lots of fun actually. And a fountain that occasionally spits up fish because, you know, it just happens. Sometimes your fountains do that. It's 100% a thing that's real. Yeah, where's my fountain stuff? Here it is. Okay. I guess that one's full. Go. Anyway. So yeah, so we've got lots of fun stuff going on here. And so we're just getting started on, we just finished all of the hardware to make cookies. Used to play Minecraft, but only like mining and stuff. Yeah. I like to build too, and we're definitely doing that. But I like to do the automation. I like doing redstone and stuff, and Create Mod lets me do more of that. So here we've got all of this good stuff. So yeah, the cookie factory is done. I can hit a button and we get delicious cookies. So the next step tomorrow on Tuesday is we'll build the train to bring the ingredients into the factory. Okay. And maybe I'll set up the all of the train schedules off camera. But we'll build that train and then we'll build up the cookie shop over here. And that'll be good. And that may take a couple of streams to get that done, but yeah, that'll be fun and exciting. And then once the cookie shop is done, wasteful cookies, this lot is going to become a park, and probably this whatever's extra over in this area. And then I've got some touch-up work to do, and then this world is done. We are coming up close to the end of this world, my friends, and it's going to be exciting. And then we're going to jump back in and do some vanilla. But yes, it's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. That was my really bad REM impression. I don't know if there's a good REM impression, but that wasn't it. That was definitely not it. Okay, so, and there are some smarter ways I could have done this. I could have tied this belt to a different cog and, you know. Yes, we should definitely do another world tour when this is all done. But we'll go through. When we do, we'll go through and do a bunch of touch-up work. Because there are a couple of other things I want to get in place. Even though I'll never really get to benefit from them. If somebody gets the world download, they'll be able to benefit from them. So yeah, so we'll do a number of things to, as we get this world all filled up. But I like it. I like where we're going with this. I like where we've gone with this. It's pretty happy. So, yeah. All right. Something weird is happening with my cheeseburgers, but that's okay. It was working, and now it's not. All right. Cool. Well, that, I think, is going to do it for me today. This has been all sorts of craziness getting this all functioning. And, you know, we got Snoopers eating all the cookie dough. Because, you know, that's fun. You know, if anybody's going to eat the cookie dough, I mean, it would make sense, I guess, for it to be Snoopers, right? Totally. All right. Yeah, sadly, my mouse broke. So all of my shortcuts are broken. It's silly. But yes, this is actually really cool. I'm happy about how this is worked out, and it ended up being a lot more weirdness than I was expecting. But hey, we've got it. We've got ourselves a working factory, so that's a win. But I do want to give y'all a shout out for being here today. It's been a lot of fun having y'all here. I also want to give a shout out to the awesome and amazing people who support me over at, well, anywhere. And apparently now it's blue. Yes, all of the awesome and amazing supporters at musicfreegaming.com and elsewhere. You are, in fact, awesome and amazing. And yes, if you want to support the channel, that is a great way to do it. The next stream is going to be on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And yes, thank you, Snoopers, and all of you. Have an awesome and amazing weekend. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.